WWE is planning a big WrestleMania 39 farewell for Vince McMahon. Malakai Black releases a statement following his AEW release request. And an AEW tag team is seemingly splitting up. Find out who in a little bit. Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter is a very reputable journalist, please believe me when I say that, and he's been saying there's WrestleMania 39 farewell plans for Vince McMahon in the works. This all stems from an idea that was first reported in the US, some which I think is where the Hall of Fame rumours last week came from. Steph McMahon is apparently in the middle of talks to have some sort of thing happen for her father to sort of signature his actual, full departure from the company, if we need that. Do we need that, Adam, do you reckon?
I don't know. I think it's okay if So obviously Vince McMahon has arguably done more for professional wrestling or sports entertainment than anybody else in history. We're all very aware of that, but I think you need to get the legal stuff out of the way first, which could take a little while. So it surprised me to see that they were thinking about it as early as next year's WrestleMania. Yeah. Does he need that? I think his contributions should be celebrated.
Doesn't it go against everything he's done in the Hall of Fame? Because there was that obviously widely reported rule where you couldn't mention his name in your Hall of Fame speech thanking him for your career.
It's different though. I think maybe things have changed because before he was properly outed from ousted from the company, he came out on SmackDown and then Raw and did his wave, then Now Forever Together, all that stuff. I think he wants to be acknowledged at this point. It is weird that it's the Hall of Fame because there has been that rule for so long and he's refused in previous years to take part in it. I think his ego's big enough to want to be celebrated personally.
Yeah, interestingly, there's an insider in WWE saying that Vince might not be totally done with the company, and because of that, they are discussing how to pay tribute to him. The insider noted there could be some backlash to it, obviously because of what's been going on. Meltzer said, "Yeah, I've heard this for a week or two, a week or two or so." An interesting quote from Meltzer there. The Vince McMahon Hall of Fame thing with WrestleMania in Los Angeles, it makes sense to do it. No one has told me, yes, this is it. I'll actually try to check on this week, but makes sense, and I would be expecting it, yeah. So, words. Dave Meltzer all but confirms. Tom puts it brilliantly, doesn't he? He writes like he's playing jazz, or writes like his jazz happens. My God. Anyway, it appears there is smoke to this particular fire. Let us know how you feel about this fire in the comments down below.
What do you want to see something in next year's WrestleMania?
I don't think he needs it. I think we all know who Vince McMahon was. I think he's had his flowers and all that sort of stuff, and the fact that he's a billionaire. Just who cares? Ceremonial
fair
bollocks.
Enough. I don't know.
It'll feel weird,
we want to know who The Undertaker is. We want to know who Hulk Hogan is. They still get celebrated.
I guess so, yeah.
I think you need to wrap up the legal stuff, and it's really. I don't want to devalue the accusations or anything against him by saying, yeah, I think he should be celebrated. I just think maybe it'd be weird if he wasn't, but it very much depends on the legal status of the whole thing, and if any more allegations are going to come out.
Yeah.
It's a murky one. I don't know. We'll see.
It'll feel weird if they do and weird if they don't, I assume. But yeah. Now moving over to AEW, there was reports recently that Malakai Black had asked for his release from the company. This has been confirmed in a statement put out by Malakai over the weekend there. He also addresses why he's going or taking a break from professional wrestling. What's he said there, Adam?
Yeah, it's a really lengthy statement, and we would encourage you to read it in full. We'll read a few excerpts of it now. He said, "I did indeed ask for my release. The last 2 years of my life have lended to a lot of setbacks. Both me and my wife have been affected by uncontrollable actions from the outside that resulted in loss of life, medical setbacks, career jeopardizing, the suicide of a close friend, and a close family member almost losing their life, then experiencing an injury that I was sure was the end of my career. I spend every week going through several sessions of rehab, dry needling, and therapy just to be able to walk and compete. Now, this being the tip of the iceberg, and with the combination of the promises in my professional field that were not upheld, which resulted as a combination of all these to a complete demoralization of life and career. This decision had been in my mind for the past 6 months." He did assure fans that he's good. He's taking a few months to recalibrate, and he closed with the statement, lastly, I've read a few narratives online in regards to my release, mental health, and personal life that I can summarize swiftly. It must be noted that release is in inverted commas there. If it didn't come from me, it didn't happen. Stuff about conditional releases, stuff in my marriage, or using said mental health to leverage the other when, as said before, that part wasn't even going to be part of the public conversation are false. My marriage is fine. I'm fine. It's just time to make sure those things stay that way. Once again, appreciate your support, and we will see each other soon enough. We really try to stick away from it because there have been various rumblings regarding what might be going on in Malakai's life, so we've avoided all speculation. I guess we just want to say we wish him all the best. It'd be great to see him back in the ring soon when he's ready.
Absolutely, yeah, when he's ready. That's the crucial thing, isn't it? But I don't know what else we can say there, Adam. So yeah, all the best, Malakai Black. Sticking with AEW, we have some tag team news from their tag team division. A tag team who haven't really tag team a lot in recent times seemingly are going to split up, Adam. Who is it?
It appears that way. Ooh.
Everyone's
Vince
favourite,
McMahon,
the Varsity Blondes.
Varsity Blondes. I quite like him. I really like Pillman. Anyway, speaking on the Café de Rene with Rene Dupree, Pillman speaking about recent developments and explained that Julia Hart was a big loss for the team, and he's basically been speaking as if they're totally done. As soon as we lost Julia, we lost our edge and our spark that made us a good babyface group that could have gotten over, but somebody came in and decided that she would be better with the House of Black. That's just how it goes. I definitely wasn't happy with it, to be quite honest. It is what it is. It's business. I thought probably what really stopped us from seeing the true potential of the Varsity Blondes was that we lost her before we really got going. He's speaking in past tense, isn't he?
Yeah, big time. And he ends this particular little interview there by saying, like, who knows what's next for the Varsity Blondes or what's next for me as a singles guy. So it just would appear they are done. I think a lot of people were shocked a few weeks ago when the Varsity Blondes, who, as I say, haven't been on Dynamite all too regularly in 2022, just rocked up for a squash match that lasted 30 seconds against Billy Gunn's kids, the Ass Boys. I didn't think they were that far down the pecking order, but it would appear they are. I thought there was a great innocence to the gimmick of just the throwback 80s sort of, like, you know, jocks but not arsehole jocks, just lovely wholesome jocks with lovely hair.
Yeah, I agree. I think Pillman especially has got a lot to give. I don't want to keep I'm burying bloody Garrus in here, but I really like what was that? Griff.
That's his name.
I really like Pillman, and I'm not really digging Julia Hart in a new role.
I don't mind it, you know. A nice banger of a theme there.
Yeah, it's a great song. I don't know. She doesn't do anything for me in that particular role. Anyway, good luck to them, whatever they do next. Especially you, Pillman, because I prefer you. Next up, we're sending our best to Trish Stratus, who's undergone emergency surgery to remove her appendix. She was driving herself to the hospital after experiencing pain. The former WWE Women's Champion got there and was informed that her appendix was about to burst. The way this is been phrased here, it's like she was on her way to the hospital anyway, and then pain.
Yeah, she said
Good
she had
timing.
pain down her right-hand side, and then she thought nothing of it, and then she obviously just went in and said, I've got a little bit of a pain down my right-hand side. You might have a little push, a little prod, and they've gone, your appendix about to explode. Please get yourself in for surgery, which she has done. She then says in the social media post as well that people need to listen to their bodies, which I guess is sound advice, but she'll also be making some form of announcement later today. What will that be? I've got no idea.
Not a clue.
Could she be coming back to wrestle?
NFTs, maybe. I don't know.
No, she was teasing stuff with Bailey on Raw a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah, of course. I'd be up for it. It's always nice to see Trish, isn't it?
Why aye?
A stratisfaction. That appendix thing apparently is so painful.
That's one of my great fears in life.
Yeah, me too.
And a hernia. No,
Is there anything you do to stop it?
I don't know. I've got no
Let
idea.
us know,
it just
please.
seems to happen when it happens, like a hernia as well. That's the one. Now I'm in my 30s now, Adam. I don't know how you've been feeling about the old hernia.
I haven't given it much thought.
Man.
What do you mean?
Just a big in your abdomen.
My dad had one. It popped out like a lava lamp coming out. It was
the
horrible.
most excruciating pain. Can't wait.
That's getting old, isn't it?
Speaking of excruciating pain, Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose is off the market, everybody, because she's got engaged to Tino Sabbatelli.
This is meant to be a nice, light-hearted bit to finish the second
it's
video.
excruciating pain because she's off the market.
Yeah.
She's hitched to
No,
former
it's sad.
NXT star and handsome bastard Tino Sabbatelli. They've been announced this over the weekend there with a lovely, massive ring. I can't put into words how big that ring is.
Yeah,
it is
she's
huge.
got a massive ring.
Yeah.
Congratulations to
Big time. All the best to the happy couple. I hope we get an invite to the wedding. I doubt we will, so, but that's
How
it.
did Bo Dallas get Liv Morgan, by the way?
He's a nice guy.
No, he is.
He's a charismatic man with a lovely tan. And I'm sure he's got a great fondness for animals, which helps as well, because they have a farm together. Are they together still? I don't know.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
Oh,
they're on
fair
their far. Yeah, she's like, once wrestling's done for her, she was saying in an interview that she's just good to go and be a farmer.
Ruby Soho's the same. She's got a lovely donkey, Ruby Soho.
Has she?
Oh, big time. Don't know what it's called, but it's
Good to have a
donkey.
backup in there. Good
Yeah.
for them. Good, yeah, happy anniversary. No, happy engagement. Mandy Rose and Tino
Cultaholic
Sabatelli.
Farming coming to Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch very soon. Is that a joke that makes sense? After that thing that happened last week?
That works for me.
I like games, me. Anything coming up on the channel today, Adam?
What we got? We got your video going live this,
The
this afternoon.
unification one,
yeah.
just looking at all the unifications in the WWE history, because it's a very topical thing
And then
here
we've
in
got a
2022.
re-upload tomorrow because something got demonetized.
Oh,
Bloody
fantastic.
YouTube.
Oh, is it?
Just a list.
Oh,
Just a list. Just a list. It's all good stuff.
it's going to be fantastic. Thank you for watching this video. There was a video earlier on as well, so go and check that one out too. But we'll see you whenever we see you.